Have you ever wondered why all of a sudden it seemed like a guy that was acting all loving and all interested in you suddenly begins to lose interest and start pulling away? If this is you, it might just be that your texting habit is what is actually chasing this guy without you knowing. So in this video, I'll be sharing 7 texting mistakes that can make a man lose interest in you. And trust me, you won't want to miss the last because it's a real game changer. So stick around and watch this video till the end. My name is Amarachi. This is Life Binary. Here we talk all things dating, relationship, marriage and motherhood. If this is your first time, thank you for clicking and watch this video to the end. So now let's get started. Number 1, overtexting. You know, these days, because of technology, phones everywhere, texting is the number 1 means of communication. Texting through text messages or chat on the phone through different means, WhatsApp, is it Facebook, Instagram, and what have you. So if you're texting a guy too often, you're over texting, like you don't give him a break, I mean, he will become tired and bored. It's boring when you keep texting a guy. Allow the guy to text you first. Yes, let me tell you one secret. A man always wants to chase. So if you are the one chasing him, he will run. That's how they are. Make things hard for them. I mean, act tough. Be tough. Let him check up on you in the morning, not you. Not because, it's not bad to be tough, to be honest. It's not bad if you're a girl. Sorry. If you're a lady, it's not bad if you're tough. So don't act all easy and always texting him, how are you doing? In the morning you're texting, always ready, you're always available to respond when he texts. No, it will make him lose interest. So start acting tough. Hold yourself, focus on other things that you're doing rather than the relationship. Number 2, 1-word responses. Are you the type that when a guy chats you and your responses are 1 word or all these short abbreviations that are unengaging? For example, instead of saying okay and you can just write K, even me as a lady, it's very annoying. If I'm chatting with you and you give me all those 1-word short responses, it just puts me off. So imagine if it's a guy that is trying to woo you, get your attention, and you don't respond with engaging words. If a guy is chatting you and he sends you a chat like, how are you, babe? Instead of responding with, I'm fine, thank you, how are you doing too? You respond, fine. What is that? So what will he do with the fine? So if this is you, then ask no more. This may be the reason he's losing interest. So if all these behaviors I'm going to be listing, these texting behaviors are you, please try and change. Coordinate yourself properly if you don't want a guy to lose interest in you all of a sudden. Lack of emojis or overuse of emojis. These emojis, I saw a guy on social media telling us the meaning of some of these emojis. Sometimes using inappropriate emojis can turn a guy off, or overuse of emojis, or lack of emojis at all. Sometimes you can mix things up by using emojis, and sometimes overusing it can turn some people off as well. So in other words, just be moderate in use of emojis. Number 4, being too available. Let me tell you, being too available can reduce your perceived value. If you value yourself, you know your worth, do not be too available for a guy. I think I mentioned it in my number 1. When he texts you, sometimes ignore it. You're busy, don't you have a life? You're working, or you're a student, or something, you have a life going before you met this guy. So being too available for him can reduce your worth and value. And trust me, men like tough ladies. I'm not saying tough in terms of if you love a guy, just be so rigid. No, but have a life, have something doing aside of them. Men want to see that you have a life, you have something going on for you, and your life does not just revolve all around them. There are ladies that when they meet a guy, especially their perceived ideal man, they can surrender every other thing around them. just to be with this guy. Respond to him. He texts you now, you already respond. They want to. He does this, you already. No, no, no. He calls you all the time. You're picking up immediately, like you don't have a life. So don't be too available. If you're the type and you're always too available, you're always responding, you're always online to chatting, please stop it. Focus, redirect all this attention and energy into something else. And trust me, he will not lose interest in you. But if you are too available, he will lose interest faster than you can think. And you start wondering, oh, I thought he loves me. Oh, I've done these mistakes. Yes, that I'm listening. I've done them. I'll meet some guys, I'll like them and all of a sudden I discover that he's no longer texting. Why? Because I was always available to respond to him, give him attention and all. And at the end of the day, he will go. He will lose interest. So to avoid a guy losing, especially the one that you really like, that you feel is your ideal guy, that's even where you need to be more careful so he won't lose interest. Number 5, by neglecting to ask questions. When you're texting a guy, you need to ask some questions. Be inquisitive and be curious. When you're curious, it shows that you're interested in his life. It's not just yes, no, kind of. Whatever he says, yes. If he doesn't say anything, I mean, a guy that you met perhaps online and every morning he can be online chatting you can ask questions like, how was work today? Did you go to work? What kind of work do you do? What are you into? You say business, what type of business? Be inquisitive, try to know, find out things about him. In fact, if it's someone that really really that has interest in you, if you don't ask questions, they will lose interest. It will be more like, I don't think this girl is interested in me. Why is she not asking me about some personal questions? Why is she not trying to find out about me, to know me better and in a more intimate way? So start, if you're the type that you're not used to asking questions, you need to start asking questions now. Yes, but intelligent questions, and you have to be wise. Don't just ask any kind of random questions, okay? Number 6, texting while you are upset. If you're angry with a guy, please don't text him. Don't text at all, because what you will write will mean a different total meaning to him. I've made all these mistakes, and trust me, I know what I'm saying. Don't text a guy if you're angry. Allow yourself time to cool off before you can text him, because if you do, it might even break your relationship. My first guy, then sometimes he does things and I get angry and I will text him, right, and all of that. At the end of the day, he will get angry with me. You understand? So when he gets angry, I will not be the one begging him, like, why are you angry? Is it because I said this? Meanwhile, he was the offender. So sometimes don't text when you're angry. Trust me, it's better to even have a phone conversation than texting a guy. So if you're the type you're always texting when you're angry, you need to stop it. Stop it like ASAP. Don't do that. No, it's not right. It can make a guy to lose interest in you. And trust me, this is not what you want. Yeah, especially if you meet that guy that you think is ideal for you. Be careful. Now, number 7. Yeah, I told you the last one is a real game changer. This one is a real game changer. Over analyzing his response. Stop over analyzing a guy's response. Stop reading too much meaning into it, maybe negative or positive. There are some things that a guy will say, you start reading meaning, you start imagining him taking you to the altar already, or you feel like he loves you or something. And sometimes the negative aspect might be that you text him and he's not responding like immediately. It doesn't mean that he's not interested. It might just be that maybe he's busy or something. He's got a life before he met you. So don't assume because he doesn't respond to you immediately, that means he's no longer interested, and perhaps you overreact, you start analyzing. When you analyze, it will affect how you relate with this person, and trust me, it might make him lose interest and pull away, and that's not what you want, right? So stop over analyzing. Over analyzing is not good at all. Just take it one step at a time and take it as it comes, right? That's the best way to handle texting a guy in a relationship. So remember, communication is meant to be fun and engaging and not stressful at all. So if you really want to build a true connection with that person, focus on keeping things light and genuine. Just be yourself. Don't stress yourself and don't try to impress. Be yourself and be genuine. That's who you are. Do not pretend to be someone else, because at the end of the day, to be stressful, you will no longer be able to maintain that picture that you have painted for this guy already. So thank you for watching. If you feel this video is very helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments. Support this video. Share to those that you think may need this advice. Thank you again for watching, and see you in my next video.